Smell Good family, what's good? YouTube, what's good? All right, welcome back, guys. Welcome back to the channel. I sure appreciate you guys for stopping by one more time. And I know why you were here. Yes, I do. You here to listen to me talk about that Smell Good, man. Yeah. You here to listen to me talk about that Smell Good. All right, so today I got a great one for you guys. All right, we're doing another versus battle, okay? So this is our third one, and I appreciate the conversation that you guys are giving with the versus battles that I have going on. So we did the Guess 1981 Los Angeles versus the original Versace. We did the Armani Codes, Absolute versus Profumo, and been getting some very stellar reactions, fun reactions, comments. It's just been dope. So I say, you know what? I'm just gonna run with it, man. So I'm gonna try to roll out a versus video every single week. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this. Now this one probably be the most controversial that I have, and that's fine. All right, because opinions are great in my opinion. Yeah, opinions are great, and I can't wait and would love to hear what you guys think about what we're talking about today. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. These are two fragrances that are extremely popular, especially one of them. One is just mass probably the most popular fragrance in the world. All right, and its competitor and what it's going up against today is a underdog contender that has gotten championship looks throughout its existence. All right, how about that breakdown? All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Coming out of this corner, all right, we have from the house of Dior, we have Sauvage. Now this is the parfum concentration, but this is just representing them all. The EDT in particular, all right. I have samples of the EDT, but I just have a full bottle of this, so this is going to represent that. And then coming out of the house of Prada, in this corner, we have Prada Luna Rossa Carbon. Prada Carbon versus Dior Sauvage. Let's get into it. All right, so first up, let's go ahead and get into the most mass appealing fragrance that is out there. A fragrance that now, in my opinion, people are starting to get a little tired of. People are starting to really come out and start to say, some not so flattering things about Sauvage. And Dior got it right with striking when the iron was hot and it ran off. Everybody has a bottle. The whole world recognizes it as being probably the most mass appealing fragrance out there. They have different concentrations, EDT, EDP, parfum, and now the elixir. But the EDT is where it started. The EDT is where this thing caught fire. And now you're starting to get a little conversation of, yes, Sauvage EDT is a classic, maybe even a Mount Rushmore type fragrance, but people have absolutely worn it out. And I know I ain't the only one who feel that way, but they have worn it out. Does it smell good? Yes. Will it smell great? Yes. That's not the conversation here. This thing is an icon. It is an icon, all right? It is just one of the most popular. When you get into this fragrance, the lavender, the bergamot, the pepper, the ambroxan is so heavy and so strong in this thing. You're getting 8, 9, 10, 11 hours, no matter which concentration you have. The parfum is my favorite, but all of them smell good and all of them give you strong performance. And, with the DNA that it provided, other companies like Prada, looked into this thing and tried their hat at it. I mean, you look at Coach Platinum. Coach Platinum is a version, so to speak, of Dior Sauvage, so to speak. So with this one in particular, this thing is championship worthy. It is championship worthy, but just a few years ago, in my opinion, and this is for the true fragrance lovers, and not to exclude anyone, but what I'm about to say, maybe the true fragrance connoisseurs, all right, can understand where I'm coming from. So even though this thing is a champion, this thing is a legendary, this thing has reached, in my opinion, it's going out the stratosphere with mass appeal. It's out of here, and that's a great thing. It's a great thing. Dior is probably beyond well off due to the success of Dior Sauvage. But when we go to the other corner, we have something here that it is controversial to say or even talk about with this Carbon from Prada. This thing is an absolute beauty. All right, so let's go ahead and get into Carbon. This thing is absolutely fantastic. Similar notes: bergamot, black pepper, unboxing, lavender. Like, that's what's in this fragrance. But the separation from these two for me, when you get into the lavender being a little bit more amped up in this one over the unboxing, that smooths it out and gives you a smooth finish, because in the Sauvage, once it really dries down, the unboxing becomes almost unbearable. It depends on how much you spray. It depends on how much you spray. Now, everybody who I know who has this, they getting off. Boom, 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 boom. They getting off, and that's cool. Wear your fragrances the way you want to. But the unboxing on the dry down in this thing absolutely suffocates the lavender, the bergamot, even the pepper. The spiciness goes away, in my opinion, to my nose. That's what happens with this. With this, that's not the case. The lavender smooths this thing out. You continuously get the spiciness and the lavender and the bergamot, that bitter citrus in there, the lavender in there. You constantly are able to experience each of those notes throughout the lifetime of this fragrance. I think somebody from Prada got hold of Dior Sauvage. They got hold of Dior Sauvage, and they said, it's only one thing we probably would do different, because they smell so similar in the openings and the mids, and then once it gets to the dry down, that's when you start to get the separation and difference between the two. I believe Carbon said, let's amp up this lavender, dial back this unboxing, and put it out. That's all they did. They didn't do anything else. They didn't add any more notes. They didn't do nothing. They dialed back the unboxing, dialed up the lavender, and put it out there to the world. And this is awesome. This is awesome. Now, me, for this one, I have a full 200 ml bottle of this, and then I have your traditional 100. I think this is 125. I think it's 100 ml. Yeah, I think it's just your standard 100 ml Sauvage here. All right, so let's go ahead and get to the scorecards of this versus battle. Okay, Prada Carbon, Dior Sauvage. Okay, now for me personally, my choice, I will rate these fragrances pretty similar. With Sauvage, I would give Sauvage 8.9, maybe a 9.0 on the scale. Prada Carbon, same thing. I would give it an 8.9, maybe a 9 on the scale. Very versatile fragrances. Can wear them summer, spring, fall, and winter, morning, evening, after. You can wear it whatever. So it checks all the boxes for that. But for me and my personal taste and my personal choice, all right? My personal taste and my personal choice, the winner of this versus battle to me, what I will be reaching for first, no ifs, no ands, no buts about it. I'm going with that Prada Carbon, man. I'm going with that Prada Luna Rossa Carbon. I think it's Luna Rossa. It might not be, but that's what I'm going with. Listen, I appreciate the smooth. Yes, Luna Rossa. I appreciate the smoothness that the lavender gives in the dry down. I appreciate it. I think this fragrance will never get the just due that it deserves. It'll always be second best because the popularity, and I understand that, because of the popularity of Dior Sauvage, which is excellent. No disses here. But this thing right here rivals Dior Sauvage. Scent DNA, just smelling. Scent DNA. Now performance, of course, champion. But the scent DNA and the lifetime of the fragrance when you spray it out of here, I just think it is more well-rounded, better well-rounded than this. That's just my opinion. So in this week's versus battle, I gotta give Prada Luna Rossa Carbon the win over Dior Sauvage. That's just me. I'm giving Prada Luna Rossa Carbon the victory. All right, now I know a lot of you out there like, man, he crazy. It ain't no way. Man, I'm about to unsubscribe. Well, before you do that, just think about it. Just think about how many different companies, Creative Vintage is one, when you smell Nishane's Hashivat, when you smell Armaf's Intense Man, when you smell Mont Blanc's Explore, smell them all. One of those may fit better for you than Creative Vintage. Well, that's what Carbon Luna Rossa does for me. This works better for me, therefore that's why I deemed it the winner. All right, so I would love to hear from you guys down in the comments. Which one do you prefer? Do you prefer the mass appealing champion in Dior Sauvage, or do you prefer the underrated, not mentioned enough challenger who could be champion, should be champion, Prada Luna Rossa Carbon? All right, which one? Which one do you guys prefer? All right, so that's going to conclude this week's versus battle. Had a lot of fun doing that. I look forward to hearing the reactions and the comments and my cell phone and Instagram and Twitter. Look forward to it because I know how people feel about Dior Sauvage. But I think Prada Luna Rossa Carbon needs to be given just a little bit more respect out here in the fragrance community, at least from what I've experienced. I don't, I'm in some circle, I'm not in everybody's circle, but just in my circle, that's just how I feel about that. All right, so had a good time doing it. Good time doing it. All right, so Smell Good family, appreciate you guys for stopping by. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you for your support. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. You want to be a part of Smell Good family? Do that. We can accept as many family members out there who want to be a part. It's a great time on this channel. We chop it up down in the comments. We talk fragrances. It's a fun time. All right, so like the video, spread this channel around. I would really appreciate the support. And support is free. It takes nothing to hit that bell, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. Support is free, and I appreciate the support. All right, so until next time, you guys be cool, be safe, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys on the next fragrance video. I'm laughing inside because I cannot wait to hear what people have to say about me allegedly dissing Dior Sauvage, and I didn't. I have a bottle, all right, but I love this. All right, so until next time, y'all be cool.